Battery.
Welcome to a playoff edition of the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got Ethan, Tim, and Wayne in the building. It was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. The Sixers handle business. I know some people probably was a little bit leery early on, because it do seem like they went away from Embiid, but the Sixers played smart. They said, you want triple team, you want double triple team Embiid, we gonna kick it out to all these other shooters.
What you mean a lot of people? It sounds like you taking shots.
I just said a lot of people. So evidently, if you feel some kind of way, you must think I'm saying you. But I'm saying I saw where people was saying feed
because I post on there. I said, why are the Sixers not going to Embiid? You seen that in the chat?
And I seen people on Twitter saying it too.
I wasn't going at you,
but you do see how they shot so many.
See what happened when they got involved in the third? What do you have? 18 in the third?
They was already up though. And so, like I was saying, the Sixers shot the lights out of the building. They were getting wide open looks, and the guys was hitting their shots. If you're going to play Embiid like that, they're going to double, triple team Embiid, swing the ball, and Harden looked like Houston Harden in that what was that, the second quarter?
Yeah,
during that little run, everybody played their role. Even Maxey came and hit a couple clutch threes. You know what I mean? And during momentum in the fourth quarter, Toby was hot early on. It was a good team win. BBall Paul showed out.
Yeah.
PJ had a lot of he was tapping the ball. He created a lot of second chance opportunities. To me, second chance opportunities really what blew this game, blew this lead.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, but actually opened the game up. All of them said we got a lot of second chance opportunities. And PJ was a part of a lot of that. A lot of tips, the deflection, steals. PJ had a nice little fingerprint on the game, man. I gotta give him props for that. I'm surprised.
He's a PJ hater.
I am, but the way they played in D and B because they are to be trying to guard Embiid. They're undersized. They're light. Let me put it that way. They light in the pants. So you really can't keep Embiid out of the box. They kept trapping him quick, so he couldn't get to a spot. They did do a lot of things. But after the second half, the adjustments, it seemed like the Sixers made some adjustments after the second half to get Embiid involved, and he exploded in that third quarter. So I did like seeing that. So hats off to Doc and the coaching staff, making some good adjustments to what the Nets were doing. I still like Mikal Bridges though. He'd have been.
Definitely shout out to Mikal.
In the Sixers uniform,
balling.
All right, here's my observations. I got 8 observations for the game so far. So Paul Reed played exceptionally well in his limited role. He only had 13 minutes, and really the two minutes he came back in was just garbage time. But he had 11 points. He was all over the boards. He was getting a lot of offensive boards and second chance opportunities. James Harden, first half was spectacular. I mean, he finished with 7 threes. He had 5 of them in the first half. I thought we really blew it with the Mikal. We said this Mikal Bridges. he was crazy this first half. He had 23 points in the first. This is his first time as the premier player. Like he's the star of the Brooklyn Nets. And his first time being a star, he went out and was crazy. He was perfect. I thought Embiid was being a little goofy, going for that dunk, trying to get a highlight film. I need you the entire playoffs run.
Yeah, stop.
I need him, so he can't do that. I understand it. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary.
He didn't even get hit hard. He felt he looked at the shot miss and then fell to the floor.
And then he fell on the floor crying. And I just want him.
Yeah, he's trying to get a foul call.
Be smart. Be smart and be. But I thought Embiid made quick decisions, especially during the double teams. When they put that double team, he either went and took a shot or he passed that ball real quickly. That was important. I thought Doc made sure that Harden and Embiid was always on the floor at the same time. That neither one was off the floor at the same time. That was important. You remember that all bench lineup? We didn't see it today. And then
you probably could have ran that all bench lineup today, though.
I'm not doing it. And then finally, the Sixers bench, they showed up. Their bench showed up. And usually the bench shows up at home. But I'm so proud of how the bench played today. I thought everybody, Maxey struggled a little bit, but he was a starter. But besides Maxey, I'm struggling a little bit, even though he was 3 for 5 from 3-point land. This was a great team win from everybody.
Hey, listen, if I'm the Nets, Joe Johnson, I'm not Joe Johnson. What's his name? The one that choked every playoffs.
You talking about
Joe Harris?
Joe Harris.
That's what he
bro.
did.
First of all, he wasn't hitting no shots, and the Sixers was specifically running switches to get him on the ball handler, and it was attacking him. He was useless out there for them. So, but I also shout out to the Sixers for switching up though on the defense. They started and B started playing up a little bit higher on those picks, like showing a little bit higher. So what's his name? Bridges wasn't getting as clean a look and running start. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, I'm looking at Bridges play. I swear they let him run left-handed every time. He just attacked to the left. I'm like, when's somebody going to step over and force him to go the other way? And the Sixers actually started doing more of that in the second half.
What do you think? What adjustments you think Brooklyn got to make next game?
I don't really think this next game. I could see them possibly coming out and not. They might have to try to let Joe do the work and let Joe tire himself out. They can't leave these guys wide open like that. The Sixers look like they was in shoot around with the wide open looks. All the people Tim hated on all season came out and balled today.
They did. Hey, shout out to Toby. Shout out to Toby. I thought Toby had a great game. But here, let's be clear.
Kobe Harris
always plays well in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh boy,
Tobias Harris always plays well.
Just a week ago, you were just talking about how garbage Toby was and everything.
No,
you just said
Tobias.
Now you put disclaimers on it. Now you putting disclaimers on it.
No. I'm just saying he plays well the first, and he did today. So shout out to Tobias Harris. Shout out to Tobias. He did well today. I have no hate, no nothing. He played well, but I expected him to have a decent first round of the playoffs.
When did you say that? When did you say that?
When I show the stats, like I said, he plays well.
First of all, you're not sure. I told you that from the beginning when I said last year when against Atlanta that he played actually good the first round. You talk like he just stuck it up.
When I threw stats out, I said Tobias plays well against the West Coast teams, but against East Coast teams, he struggles. I put that out there. So if we go to the finals, which I expect us to do, I expect Toby to play satisfactory, to play pretty well against the West Coast. It's just Boston.
I expect us to sweep. We're gonna sweep the Nets. They ain't gonna better handle us.
Thanks, Sergeant Bass.
You switched already off of one game. Then you said he was gonna give us our way to go.
I already told y'all we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, you did. But I'm saying you said the Nets. I ain't say you said the Nets were gonna win, but you said the Nets was gonna give us our way to go.
We should sweep them.
I agree with that. I agree.
They might still win. It might be a gentleman's sweep. It might be.
I think we can get 5, but if we sweep,
Embiid ain't even break a sweat that first set. That's the part I'm sitting there looking at. With everybody shooting like that, it was like, okay, you gonna triple team Embiid, double triple team, pass the ball. Embiid ain't even gotta really work like that, and then he's able to get back on defense the way that they was playing. So I mean, I give the Nets credit because I do think that they came out, they showed up, they balled, they tried to do the stuff. No, X-Man, no PJ Slander for me. Even toward the end of the season, the last couple of games, that's why I said I hope that means we get him playoff PJ because he looked like he's starting to play and do all the little things. Now that being said, this is an undersized team that we're playing against too.
Yeah.
So, now the same thing goes for Toby. Like Tim said, Tobias was attacking them. The smaller guys, they just don't match our size. Yeah. So that's why we need to make light work of them, quick work of
them. I noticed. His computer just died, Ethan. So hopefully he'll be back. But and beating Harden, they struggled early on. They was like 2 for 10 in that first quarter. So, but I was never scared in this game.
Yeah, because we had Tobias. He carried us.
Tobias played well. What you looking for me to hate on him? I'm not going to hate on him today.
No.
He did well.
But this is one of the things I do like about this team. That's why I say to me, this is a team. Like this Sixers team is a team. Like they don't have, we look and see. That's why I say about the depth when I say about Tobias being the 4th best player. They said Maxey was off today, and we still had a nice handy lead. B didn't drop his MVP type numbers. I mean, Harden stepped up, hit his shots, but a lot of our role players was doing their thing in the role slot, and the team. They look focused, they look together and everything else. So, it's going to be – and I like the fact that it wasn't like – it looked like the Nets was going to try to give them all they could handle early on, especially with Mikal balling. It
to
looked like they was going to try to make it a tight game, and the Sixers maintained composure, and they stalked them down like Jason. You know how you be trying to run and get away from Jason. He just keep on walking. As the Sixers walked them down.
Yeah. If I'm the Nets, what I would do is I would actually play Steph Curry a little bit more and play Harris a little bit less. You could play with Maxey. Steph could actually play well because they both are on the same height. Steph a little shorter, but if they want to play Steph, and Steph can create his shots a little bit. I know he got bad ankles, but he got a nice jump shot. His jump shot is way better than Joe Harris. So
but he don't have. Yeah, Joe Harris shouldn't touch the court.
So if I'm Jock Vaughn, I'm like I'm gonna have to play Steph a little bit more. His minutes have to increase. They was getting a little chippy out there. You see, B was getting a little chippy with who was it? It was
O'Neal.
O'Neal, yeah. So
that was just a little bit of something trying to get in the hey Sergeant Bass. No, this was somebody had bought me this as a gift, and they got my name on the back. This was like years ago, so this is my playoff jersey. Hopefully.
And he bought it out. So I'm good.
Yeah, but I mean, for real, it's nothing nobody can hate on it, and it's only one game, so of course we don't want to get too overblown with everything else. But from what it looked like all the additions that we ended up making. McDaniels had a solid game. He was active on defense. It looked like Melton. I you know what? I give Melton. Melton. It's certain dudes. It looked like they came out and was ready. Like Melton looked like he was ready for the moment. For the team looked like Maxey looked a little bit nervous, or I don't know. He just looked like it. I don't know. I don't know what the deal was with him, but he just wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't trying to nothing, but he just looked like he couldn't find a spot. You know what I'm saying in the game, but Melton was attacking and shooting. Toby came out with that aggressiveness and was attacking. It was Harden came out.
The Nets is kind of long. Like they're not big team, but they are long. That may be a little.
They light in the pants though. They skinny.
They light in the pants, but they tall. Yeah. They're a taller type team. So that might be a little tough for Maxey playing against them. And before that bigs they have, but they are light in the pants. Like we was. Did you see that dunk that we're trying to get on Melton? He tried to hammer on the whole squad.
Oh, he definitely did. That's what I'm saying. Melton was going at it though. Like looking at Melton was attacking. Even with the shot, like he was just squeezing. He was putting them shots up. So, I mean, we'll see what happens as the playoff continue to go on because they just had this whole week off.
Well,
they just had this whole week sitting down and relaxing, and then they came out and was. Hey, X-Man, but this is playoff basketball. This is what Maxey.
I don't think he looked like a deer in the headlights.
I don't think he looked like a deer in the headlights either. But I'm saying I don't think he was nervous. But saying he was getting fouled and getting no calls, they was letting them play physical this game. Like this was playoff basketball. Honestly,
I just like the fact that we won them 9 Embiid minutes tonight, man. It goes back to Paul Reed. Paul Reed. She just looked like he was ready for the moment. You see when he did the ball between his legs and laid the ball up. I mean,
yeah. Reed definitely got saw. Listen, bro, I felt like a like a proud dad. Like, go ahead, Paul. I'm about to go in this Twitter like BBall. What's up?
He was composed. Everything when he was composed, the crowd was going crazy. They was chanting his name. He loved it. I know Doc was mad because Doc don't like whenever somebody give Paul Reed credit, he gives it's almost like he take it personal. But man, Paul Reed played exceptionally well today, man. Proud of him.
Yeah, Assassin. I kind of agree with that with Maxey, but when Maxey's on, he's on, and that's why I was saying like to me it seemed like even when the game was kind of teetering, we had pretty much control. I was like, we need Maxey to get just at least ignite for a little stretch. And he did. He hit the wide open shots. That for real, that's all you need is these guys to hit the wide open shots against this team. If they're going to play that type of defense on Embiid and have all that many people down there, Sixers just got to hit open shots, and they did tonight. They might have set a Sixers record with the threes.
They did for 3. Now, but that being said, though, we're not going. We can't possibly see ourselves hitting this many threes in game 2.
Why not? If they play that defense, we could.
But this is a series, so people make it. You're going to make adjustments.
And you know what their adjustments would be? The only adjustment that they can make is not collapse down on Joel Embiid like that. And then that means you leaving Claxton's going to get in foul trouble. You're going to Embiid's going to get like 30 free throws or go like 20 dunks. So for real, the Nets really have nothing.
Somebody yelling at him. Listen, what we talking about?
I'm yelling at somebody. No, it was talking about Tim was talking about the shooting that is the 6.
Like, can you expect this? The way we shot from 3-point land today, can you?
Yeah. I don't expect that every game. I don't expect that every game.
If they play that type of defense, I do.
We shot 48% from 3-point land. That's not realistic.
What I expect every game is the hustle in the defense. Shooting can come and go, but if we keep the same hustle and we play that same defense, we can beat anybody and be in the game. You can't expect to shoot ridiculous percentage every game, but what you can do every game is hustle and play D. We out hustle them, play better defense. We out rebound.
That ridiculous? Is 48% really that ridiculous?
From 3?
For wide open shots they were wide open shots. That's what I'm saying. The Nets, only thing the Nets could do is they're gonna have to play a different defense where they're not like they collapse.
I agree. That's the first time I've seen Toby fight for rebound. But I'm not hating on Toby today. This is no hate.
He was Sergeant Bass. He was. I gave him his props early. He missed it. I gave PJ's props. He played well. He hit a couple shots. He was like 2 for 6 from the field, but he had 2 threes. He was, deflections. He has little fingerprints on the game.
Yeah, I do expect Bridges to ball like this for the rest of the series.
Oh, so you expect Bridges to drop 23 every a half all series, but
have you been watching the shot? He's been averaging 30 points a game since the trade. He's been balling.
Against the Sixers, he ain't been averaging no 30
but for every other team, he's played, he's been averaging 30 points a game. That's who you got. He's an emergency.
All right, we'll see. Star. Well, he should. Where was he at the second half?
So, I mean, the game was.
I don't think.
What do you want to do?
I personally don't think Bridges being a man on the team of they'll be a good team. Personally, he could be like a Robin or he could be a third player, but to be the best player on the team, I just don't see that team winning a lot.
I think it's too early to say that. He probably need another superstar with him, but everybody needs another star with him.
I mean,
he needs the superstar.
But who's to say he can? I'm not going to say he couldn't develop it. He looked on the Kawhi-esque today to me, like the way that he was shooting that pull up, the mid range, and attacking, and then shooting from deep. Like he was scoring. But
did y'all like doc rotations today? Did y'all like the doc rotations?
Oh yeah.
I thought they were solid.
Here's what we know: Daniel House is not in the rotation, and Shake Milton's not in the rotation. So the people and that Dedmon pickup at the deadline
he's not in the rotation.
It was dumb. So right now we literally have Niang, McDaniels, and Paul Reed. They're going to be the ones that's coming up the bench
in this game. But you don't know what's going to happen going forward. It might be, who knows what happened in the next game.
No, I think it's going to be that's your 4. It's 9 men. You don't expand as the playoffs go. You usually decrease, especially in the playoffs.
How many minutes did Joel play?
He got 33.
Not bad. What? The game wasn't that close. They kind of blew it. And he was able to rest early. So that's good. If we can do that and get Joel that rest early, then that'll be important in the long haul. Because I expect this to be a long playoffs all the way up to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
So let's go Joel's rest when we can. Blow these teams out early, especially the first round. I want to get out the first round early so they can rest. I don't want to speak past the Nets like they don't matter, but I really don't think they can take us past 5 games. Get it out early, get Joel some rest, and get ready for the winner of Boston, Atlanta.
Yeah, they up 16-10 right now. So
yeah, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say Maxey was just off the day offensively, but Maxey was hustling, he was playing the team scheme and everything else. This is my thing. Everybody's not going to cook every game. So that's why you need a team, and that's why people be talking about depth and everything else for the playoffs.
Exactly.
You are going to have some games.
Why are you saying on him in the chat the whole day then?
I
need Maxey to do this. I need Maxey. I like.
How's that hate? How is that hate?
Maxey needs to do. You was doing a lot of Maxey.
I said one time. I said
you got like 4.
Show me. Nope.
You got like 4. You sent 4 messages talking about you hating on Maxey.
Now you're lying.
You was.
Now you're lying.
I'm looking at it
I
right
said
now.
one time, all I said, and guess what? It was right before Maxey hit a couple threes. I said, now it's just need. I said we need Maxey to get into the flow of the game. How is that hating? I'm saying that they need to get Maxey into the game.
You
How's that hating?
one thing.
It seemed like they started trying to get Toby in the game early though.
Yeah.
They had him with a couple ISOs. They had him doing this little back down, turn around. They was trying to get Toby in the game early. If you ask me.
I mean, that's just like it was even on at one point. They came down, and I think it was like right before Toby hit that second three. He came down, like Maxey was like running toward him to the ball, and he kind of like waved him off and was like, I got it. And then he just took a step back three. Yeah. So Toby, he looked like he had a little something going on, you know what I'm saying? Tonight, there, huh? He looked like he was trying to prove something a little bit tonight.
Yeah, but it's first round, so I expect Toby to play really well this round. I really do.
Yeah, I don't expect a lot of drama this round. I expect us to handle business. Second round. Let's get to the second round. When is game 2?
Monday.
So is it is it 3-2? What is it? 2?
It's 2-2. I don't know. 2-2-1-1-1. I got it.
Is that how they doing it?
Yeah, I think it's 2-2-1-1. I know we play Monday, then we play Thursday. We'll have 3 days off, and then we come back on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had a 3 days off before we go to Boston.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree. I agree, X-Man. I'm not going. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to rip Maxey that much. He was off offensively, but you know, Maxey had 6 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals. I'm not hating on that. His shot was off.
Who's complaining?
No, it's I think Phil W was in there ripping him or something, and like I said, he just had an off night.
And Pumaz, shout out to you. Thanks for the super chat.
Appreciate it, bro.
And shout out Ampil. And we didn't really need him to go off. So, you know what I mean? I mean, he played his part.
Yeah, this was a good game, but it wasn't. We did what we were supposed to do. This was one of them. We just did what we were supposed to do type of games. So
no, but you know good and well, if it wasn't, I hear echo. I don't know who that is.
Disney chats with Maxey.
It did help for the Sixers to blow them out though, because you know it would have been some people saying, "Oh, I don't know, they was playing them."
Don't let it be close. Don't let it be close.
If it had been close, it'd be Ethan would have been one of the first ones to say it too. Like, see,
Brooklyn might still.
I am kind of glad they pulled it. You know, what I mean, pulled away and made it a little light work.
Yeah. Yeah. Did the Sixers get a couple calls? They home. So
I think both teams did. Remember that one Bridges got a foul call and B was like, where was that? And B like walked up and said something to him and Bridges was laughing. Like he knew good and well ain't nobody touching. So
yeah, like the thing with Steph Curry hit the 3. Would y'all take Steph back over here next year?
Yeah, free agent.
Would y'all take him back?
I'll take him.
Paul Reed's a free agent this year. We got to worry about I want to resign.
What you mean we got to worry about? Yeah, he going to go out here and get $80 million. Y'all overhyped. Listen, I like Paul Reed too. I like Paul Reed, but come on now. He's a role player. Y'all making this dude look like he's the 6th man coming off the bench. He's a role player. He's a solid role player. Is he going to make or break the team? Is Paul Reed going to make or break the team if he's not here? No.
He can start. You act like he can't start in the league.
He can't start in this league. He can't.
I think he could as a power
forward. He can't start on the Pistons. He can
start on the net. He can start on the Nets as a power forward.
You know
why? Who's taking his spot?
Whose spot is he taking? Let's start there.
Power forward.
He can't start on no team in the league.
Chance. If somebody gave him a shot,
he's not even a role player yet. He's trying to earn a spot as a role player. Stop with the Paul Reed stuff. He's okay.
All right.
I would give him 3 years, $24 million.
I'm not giving Paul Reed 3 years, $24 million. You crazy.
That's a lot of money.
He is the best backup.
Someone that young?
That's $8 million a year.
Why not?
Okay. You paying PJ 10?
I would say
listen, first of all, I didn't like that PJ side. So you can't even compare that to me. Paul Reed. Yes, Carr, you're right. I understand what Doc did to Reed and how it feels like as fans we fighting against Doc for Reed, but let's not overhype what Paul Reed brings to this team. He's okay.
I think you undervalue what he brings to the team.
I know. We're gonna play this. I'm actually going.
Paul Reed's footwork. He's still learning the game. If you want,
exactly, and he's young. He's young. Him and Maxey the same age. They young boys. So why? So if you got a chance to sign him, I ain't saying give him no max contract, but if you got a chance to keep a young boy that you drafted on your team and let him develop, and man, please.
Tim's screaming out, Paul Reed a free agent. Like teams gonna be knocking the door down to get him. Like it's gonna be a bidding war over this dude.
As we should. We need to make sure we lock him up. We need to keep him. McDaniels, they both free agents. I wouldn't break the bank for McDaniels either, but I still want to keep him.
They said the same.
I agree, Jamar. I don't know what Paul Reed is. I don't know what Paul Reed in this league.
Watch by the end of the playoffs, you're gonna be singing a different tune.
We'll see. He not starting on the Rockets. He not starting on them young boys on the Rockets. Athletic. Them young boys on. Watch the Houston Rockets play. Them young bulls could play.
So you trying to say Paul Reed not athletic?
Not like them.
Yes,
Paul Reed like a tweener. He can't even shoot the three that good.
He don't get opportunities.
Gotta be able to shoot a three. I mean, I think that there is a place for him in the NBA. I'm not saying, like I've always said, I don't think that he's a superstar or nothing like that, but I do see where he is learning and he sit there and he pays attention and you see how he absorbs when Harden and them talking to him and he look like he works on his game. I mean, he's a young boy. That's what I'm saying. I never get too he's a young boy. I never get too caught up when all these when they young boys, like let them learn.
You talking about he not better than Clayton? Are you talking about? Is he talking about what's the dude from
Claxton? He's talking about Claxton.
He's talking about Claxton. He not better than Claxton. When you think he better than Claxton?
What Claxton do?
I'm asking you a question. I don't care what he did. I'm asking you a question. Do you think Paul Reed?
I think they're about the same level player. I think they're about the same level.
You give them the same time, y'all. They don't give Paul Reed enough time. Let him just play. He was the MVP of the G. Is it the G League or the G League?
It was the G League. He was MVP of the G League.
Yeah. Yo. All right, Ethan. You missed it. You missed it.
He does, young. He does.
Ethan.
And not good either. Huh?
You missed it when we was talking about that dunk. Remember that dunk that Embiid tried to dunk on the whole crowd, like
yes, and got smacked in the face.
Yeah.
You see what Damian Lillard put up?
I'm looking at it right now.
Wow, what he put up?
Damian was like, look, Embiid looked back to see if it went in, and then he tried to sell the flagrant.
I just said that when you was complaining. When you said it, I just said that.
But what I'm saying to Ethan is,
oh my God,
are you okay with him trying to dunk on the whole team like that, or do you feel?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Bring the house down.
That's bring the house down. That's the point I was making to Tim. Now he wants to say, you see what Dame Lillard. I told when Tim was grilling about it earlier, I said Embiid didn't even get hurt. He looked back at it to see if he made it, and then he fell and started acting.
Now what was
he
the
did fall, Paulo. He did hit the ground hard though.
But what was the point that I was making?
If you know why the fall was fake, because the whole thing after he got hit, all he did was look. He was looking real. And then it's like he rolled over and started doing all that. That was all extra.
It's the point I'm making is he gets hurt, especially in the playoffs.
That was a fake hurt.
Basketball, you can't be playing like a China doll.
It's not about playing like a China doll. It's playing smart.
If he come out there playing super soft, then you be like, see, and be soft.
No, it's not about playing smart. It's playing smart. Play smart. Be around the whole series.
James Harden. Now, and I got to bring this back to y'all. What I said, Harden not getting them calls in the playoffs. Harden not getting calls in the playoffs.
No, they was playing good defense on that mid-range stuff. They was playing good defense.
You know, I go in the lane. I don't think he got that one time. I don't think Harden got that call one time tonight.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of chasing it down and getting them blocks too.
But he was getting them 3 points. He was shooting the lights out the ball though.
Yeah, he played well, stripping the ball. Yep.
And defensively, I mean, the Sixers look locked in. Of course, this is a team that they should beat. And they should, but as of right now, they look locked in as a unit, defensively and offensively. The ball moved around smoothly, so we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what adjustments they make.
Would Ben Simmons had made a difference?
Absolutely.
For the Nets, would he have helped the Nets? Would they have made?
Yeah, they would have lost by 50.
No, if they still had their same squad, if they had pre-injured Ben Simmons, then yeah,
they got Ben Simmons with Ben Simmons.
They have
Ben Simmons ain't injured. Like we're not talking about the mental injury. We're talking about
that's real.
Physically.
Mental health.
I still like. I don't know. I like Shake and
No, you don't. Not in the playoffs.
All right. Okay.
All right, y'all. So we'll be right back on Monday, unless y'all
Right back Monday.
We're gonna be a nice. We're gonna be on like almost every other day. We did want to jump on, and give our take. Do y'all got any the games that's left for the day? Y'all got any picks?
I don't, but Ephraim's not here, and I want to give my condolences to the Lancet family for their loss too.
Oh yeah, he went to somebody's services, so
yeah.
Shout out to the Lancet family. But yeah, y'all like the Lakers?
Yeah, do you like the Lakers over who you like, Wayne?
I think I'm leaning toward Memphis.
It's too many people picking the Lakers. I don't like that. Yeah,
I mean, for real, if you get playoff AD like you had a couple years ago, then
they don't got Adams though playing though. That's the thing.
No, you're right. That is true.
So
that's true.
AD
is that big? They still got the ball. What's the I like no, the other ball. Not Dylan Brooks. What's the other ball? Other starting center. They center ball. Power forward, whatever he is.
Oh, the junior ball. What's his name? Yeah, Jackson Jr.
Jackson, yeah, I like him. Yeah. No, Adams not playing. See, there we go. Lakers in 6. See that? Sergeant Bass too. Grizzly in 5. X-Men. Lakers getting routed. The thing about the Lakers is you don't know what Lakers team you're getting every night. The Lakers are so inconsistent.
They've been pretty consistent since they made that trade. They've been playing really well.
They have been they said they've been one of the best teams in the league since the trade. That is a good point.
So, I don't know. Man, it's hard to pick go against LeBron. But Memphis look like they're hungry.
Then I don't know what's going on. Even
we'll see, because Memphis do a lot of antics. I need Memphis to just come in. If Memphis just gonna come in and play ball, then they play ball. But Memphis be doing a lot of
that's part of their ball. You're right, Wayne. That's part of their game.
But that's whack though, because it's like they trying to be like this bad boy type person. Like, bro, don't do that. Just run right.
Is Ja going to get away from that now with everything going on? Is he trying to get away from that? I know Dylan Brooks still bringing it.
Yeah,
but is Ja going to get away from that?
Well, they better. They better do something, because I think Brown's going to bring it. Honestly, that series just depends on what AD you get. If AD don't show up and give you the AD that they had in the playoff in the championship run, they're not going to do nothing against.
Who's going to be guarding him? Jackson. So Jackson going to be guarding AD, probably. And Dylan Brooks is going to try to handle LeBron. I'm guessing. That's going to be it's going to be a good match. When they start tomorrow.
They start tomorrow. They got the first game tomorrow at 3.
Oh man, I'm gonna check out this Boston game, and it's another game.
Oh man, and they gonna have the game early in the day. Oh man, they might.
Who played tonight?
That might hurt the young boys. They gonna play in the morning. Golden State tonight.
Oh, Golden State against
Sacramento.
Sacramento. That's gonna be good.
I want to see who. That's gonna be a good series. Then I can't wait to Phoenix. The West looks like they're gonna have some good series. I think the East pretty much is whoever's supposed the favorites are gonna win all those series.
Oh, yeah, Trae Young is shooting 1 for 7 already. See, this one.
Trae Young be jacking. They talk about trading.
This Miami fault. Miami was supposed to win that game. It should have been Miami versus Boston in the round 1.
I know. Now Trae Young.
Miami about to get swept by the Bucks.
I don't think they're getting swept by the Bucks.
Yeah, okay. Miami don't have nobody on that team that could stick Giannis.
I think they split with the Bucks this season.
Okay. All right, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're gonna catch y'all. We be right back Monday afternoon or Monday evening. We out.
All right.